Welcome to Harvey's Weekly Football Show here on Nighthawk Radio. To check out Nighthawk Radio, go to nighthawk-radio.com. You can check out Harvey's Weekly Football Show every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're blessed enough to have 17 shows on our station. We continue to grow. If you want to send your show, you can send it to our Facebook page at Nighthawk Radio. You can also send it to our email at nighthawk-radio@outlook.com. How are you doing tonight, Harvey?
I'm doing okay.
I'm doing great, man. How did we do in football last week, brother?
Well, in college, I went 9-6, and you went 6-9. So I'm 51-29, and you 49-21.
I
It's
went
pretty
six and
good.
nine. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. In uh, in the pros, I went 7-1, and I'm 26-9. You went 4-4. You 22-13, and we have one tie with the Cowboys and the Giants.
That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
It might have been the best game of the year so far.
Well, heads in the tie, both of them won, or both of them lost, either one.
What do you think about the Giants getting that W over the Chargers?
I think me and you both said they was eventually going to have to start Jackson Dart because he's pretty good. I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback. So yeah, that was a big win. They beat a good team too. So you never know. They that's what they drafted him for. They might well put him out there and see what they could do. And I was, I would I don't really follow both teams that much, but I watched Jackson Dart at Mississippi, and I liked him at Mississippi. So good. It was a good start for him.
He looks like he could be the best player in this draft. The best quarterback in this draft.
Best quarter, at least the best quarterback.
Yep. Cam Ward is underwhelming right now. He's playing terrible.
Yeah.
But he's still young in his NFL career,
Oh
so
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and the team around him is terrible too.
Yeah. Yeah. You can have about as good as quarterback. You got to build around. You got to get you a good quarterback, and then you got to start getting some players to build around him, especially on the offensive line, because that is the main thing: getting the offensive line around a good quarterback.
Definitely, man. All right, you ready to get into some college football?
Sure.
All right, man. We got 2-3 West Virginia traveling number 23 undefeated BYU, who's 4-0. 10:30 p.m. Friday night on ESPN. BYU's 19.5 point favorites. I'm going with BYU. Who you going with, Harvey?
You
I'm
go
going
with
with BYU.
BYU.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going with.
All right, man. I think this one is gonna be a clear winner. We got 2-2 Kentucky traveling to number 12 Georgia 3-1 12 p.m. on ABC. Georgia's 20.5 point favorites. I'm going with Georgia. Who you going with, Harvey?
That'd be a monumental upset if Kentucky beats them by. I'm going with Georgia too. I think they'll be mad.
All right, man. We got number 14 Iowa State 5-0 traveling to 3-1 Cincinnati 12 p.m. on ESPN2. Cincinnati is 1.5 point favorites. I'm going with Iowa State. Who you going with, Harvey?
Trying to figure out why Cincinnati would be a favorite in this game.
I don't know.
I'm going to pick Iowa State.
All right, man. We got 1-3 Clemson traveling to 2-2 North Carolina 12 p.m. on ESPN. Clemson's 13.5 point favorites, but I'm going with the Tar Heels. Who you going with, Harvey?
Oh, wow. I think Clemson will get the second win. I'm going to.
All right, man. We got 2-3 Kansas State traveling to 3-2 Baylor, 12 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Baylor is 6.5 point favorite, so I'm gonna go with Baylor. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm going with Baylor too.
This next one's a pretty good one, man. We got two red hot teams from the SEC. We got number 16, 5-0 Vanderbilt traveling to number 10, 3-1 Alabama, 3:30 p.m. on ABC. Alabama's 10.5 point favorite, so I'm going with the Crimson Tide. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with Alabama too, but I'll tell you what, don't be surprised if Vanderbilt wins because I'm telling you, they act like they can score points in a hurry on you.
Yeah.
You know. I think whoever plays the best defense will win this game.
All right, man. We got number 24 Virginia 4-1 traveling to 4-0 Louisville. That's 3:30 p.m. on ESPN2. Louisville 6.5 point favorites. I'm going Virginia. Who you going with, Harvey?
Well, I want to go with Louisville, but that's where I saw Virginia last week, and I think they're home, so I want to go with Louisville, but I'm gonna pick Virginia.
All right, man. We got two undefeated squads going at it. Number 11 Texas Tech 4-0 traveling to Houston 4-0. 7 p.m. on ESPN. Texas Tech is 11.5 point favorites. I'm going with Texas Tech. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with Texas Tech.
All right, man. We got 3-1 Minnesota traveling to the number one team in the nation, Ohio State 4-0, 7:30 p.m. on Peacock and NBC. I'm going with the Buckeyes. Who you going with, Harvey?
Yeah, me too.
All right, we got a good one right here. Number three Miami 4-0, traveling number 18 3-1 Florida State, 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Miami's 4.5 point favorites. So I'm going with Miami. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm going with Miami too. Yeah, because I think Miami. I think Carson Beck has made that team a whole lot better.
Yes. A whole lot better. You're saying Carson Beck's better than Cam Ward?
I don't know Carson Beck. He was
Ooh,
good. He was good at Georgia.
that's a hot take, Harvey. That's a hot take.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got the Colorado Buffalo 2-3, traveling to TCU 3-1, 7:30 p.m. on Fox. TCU's 13.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Horned Frogs. So you going with her?
I'm going with TCU.
All right, man. We got 3-2 Kansas traveling to 3-1 UCF. 7:30 p.m. on ESPN2. Kansas 5.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Jayhawks. Who you going with her?
I believe I'll go with Kansas too. I won't be surprised if UCF won. I mean,
This is crazy. We got Duke traveling all the way to California. Duke's 3-2. California's 4-1. 10:30 p.m. on ESPN. Duke's 2.5 point favorites. So we got California playing in the Atlantic Coast Conference. That's crazy. But anyways, I'm going with Duke. Who you going with
I'm
her?
gonna go with you. Going with Duke? I'm going with Cal.
That's a pick'em game, as you say.
Yeah,
That's a tough game.
yeah. Have
All
you
right,
did?
man.
Will you leave out two more?
What is it?
I thought you had Washington and Maryland,
Yep.
and my and the other was Mississippi State, and Texas A&M.
All right. We got 4-1 Mississippi State traveling number six. Texas A&M 4-0. 7:30 p.m. on SEC Network. Texas A&M's 14.5 point favorite. So I'm going Texas A&M. Who you going third?
It was a good game. I think Mississippi State for real. I thought they could have been easy undefeated, but I'm going to pick Texas A&M.
Okay. Texas A&M's a decent team though.
Yeah, Washington, Maryland. I think be a good game too.
Washington's 3-1, traveling 4-0 Maryland, 3:30 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Washington's 6.5 point favorite. So I'm going with Washington. Who you going with?
I picked Maryland.
All right.
It'll be a good one. That'd be a good. I think it'll be a good game.
All right, let's go to the NFL, man. Thursday night football. We got the 49ers 3-1, traveling to the Rams 3-1, 8:15 p.m. on Prime Video. The Chargers are 6.5 point favorites. Did I say the Chargers? I mean the Rams are
Yeah,
six and a,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
Rams are 6.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Rams. So you going with her?
I'm gonna pick the Rams too.
All right, man. We got the 2-2 Vikings playing the 1-3 Browns, 9:30 a.m. NFL Network, NFL Plus in London, by the way. Minnesota's 3.5 point favorites. Dylan Gabriel starting. I think the rookie's going to give the Browns some energy. I'm going with the Browns by a field goal. Who you going with her?
That could easily happen the way the Vikings are playing right now. So, but I'll still pick the Vikings. But I won't be surprised if the Browns win the way the Vikings has played here lately.
Definitely. All right, man. We got the Giants 1-3, traveling to the Saints 0-4, 1 p.m. on CBS. The Saints somehow is 1.5 point favorites. I'm going with Jackson Dart and the New York Giants, though. Who you going
I
with?
have to. I have to.
All right. We got the 1-2-1 Dallas Cowboys traveling to the 0-4 Jets at 1 p.m. on Fox. Dallas is 2.5 point favorites. I'm going Dallas. Who you going with, Harvey?
They play like they did this past week. They'll win this game easy. I'm gonna go with Dallas. If they can score 40 points, then with Dallas, Dallas can score. I think they found out that they can score, but they gotta have to be better with their defense. I mean, that's their weakness.
Definitely. I think the Cowboys' offense is one of the best offenses in the NFL, though.
It could be. I don't know. Buffalo right now kicking butt.
All right, we got Tampa Bay 3-1, traveling to the Seahawks 3-1, 4:05 p.m. on CBS. Seattle is 3.5 point favorites. I'm going with Seattle. Who you going with, Harvey?
That was a tough. That was a tough one to pick. Are you going to Seattle? I'm going to go with. I believe I'll go with Mayfield, the Bucks.
All right, man. We got the Chargers 3-1. They're playing the 2-2 Washington Commanders 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Chargers 2.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Chargers. Who you going with, Harvey?
I think they'd be mad. Yeah, I'm a bit Chargers.
All right, we got the Lions 3-1 playing the Bengals 2-2, 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Detroit is 10.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Lions. Who you going with, Harvey?
Right now, I still don't believe this team is undefeated. I mean, they're not undefeated. They're the one I've seen of the last. They lost their first game against the Packers. Man, they got weapons all over their field. They got weapons. They got offensive weapons all over. I mean, he don't know who to throw the ball to or pass it off to. I mean, I think if anybody unseats the Eagles, it's going to be the Lions. So
All right,
yeah, I take
man.
the Lions easy.
We got the Stephon Diggs reunion. We got the Patriots two and
Yeah,
two, traveling to Buffalo 4. The Buffalo Bills are 4-0. That's at 8:20 p.m. on NBC. Buffalo 7.5 point favorites. I'm going with Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills. Who you going with, Harvey?
I have too. There have been some experts that are saying that how will this be? Will the Bills lose to the Patriots? And I said, I don't see it happening.
No, you're an expert. I'm joking.
He got the players too, buddy.
He does, man. He does. He's got a good running back, James Cook. Good tight end, and
And he's my fantasy.
Kenyard, Dalton Kenyard, yeah, at tight end. He's got an okay squad, yeah. But
Yeah,
he's the guy that runs the ship, man. He's the
yeah.
captain that runs the ship.
You better believe it.
Without him, the ship
It-
don't run.
well, well, it's like Joe Burrows. Joe Burrows healthy. It makes Chase and Brown and Higgins healthy. I mean, good. So, yeah, you gotta unless you got a good backup quarterback. Well, I mean, one of your best quarterbacks gets hurt. I mean, you're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, last year when you see what happened to Miami when Tua got hurt, so that's what happens.
Definitely. All right, man. We got the Kansas City Chiefs 2-2, traveling to 3-1 Jaguars, 8:15 p.m. on ABC. Kansas City's 3.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think that'll be a good game, though. Who you going with, Harvey?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good game too, but I think the Chiefs may have found themselves. I think last week they found themselves. Beat the Ravens, which speaking of that, I think the Ravens disappointing right
They've had a tough schedule, though. Hmm.
now. Murderous schedule right now.
Definitely, man.
Ain't too many teams come out that. I think they're looking to be 1-3.
What's your game of
I
the
mean,
week in the
that's tough.
NFL?
In the NFL,
Yes, sir. I'm
probably
going,
probably 49ers and Rams.
I'm going Jacksonville and Kansas City.
Could be, could be.
What about college, man? What's your game of the week in college?
I hate saying Kentucky, Georgia. I just ain't going to say that. Uh, I'm looking to see which one probably. I
I'm
want
going Vanderbilt and Alabama.
Yeah, yeah, could be, could be. Yeah, Well, right now it would be, yeah. Okay, I'll pick Vanderbilt, Alabama too.
Yep. Well, Harvey, appreciate you doing this another week. Appreciate everybody listening to Nighthawk Radio. This has been Harvey's weekly football show here on Nighthawk Radio. To listen to Nighthawk Radio, go to nighthawk-radio.com. Give us a follow on Facebook. Give us a subscription on YouTube and Rumble. Also, give us a follow on YouTube Music. We're on Spotify. Give us a follow on there. We're everywhere, man. Everybody have a good night and God bless.
God bless you.